Unraveling the enigmatic dance, how China utilizes Pakistan against India. Hey, hello, hola. You are watching the KKS Research and I am Shipra Shreya, the host today. I welcome you all to our mind-bending video where we embark on an expedition into the complex dance of power and alliances in South Asia. Today, we are uncovering the fascinating web of how China cleverly uses its BFF Pakistan as a strategic tool against India. Get ready for a roller coaster of facts, figures and undeniable proofs. Alright, so picture this. Back in the 1950s, China and Pakistan formed a friendship so tight it's often dubbed the all-weather friendship. Oh, how sweet. But wait, there is more. This historical connection laid the foundation for a powerful alliance we see today. A friendship between China and Pakistan that has withstood the test of time, lovingly called the all-weather friendship. With Osama bin Laden's demise at the hands of the US Navy SEALs earlier this year, China emerged as Pakistan's knight in shining armor, solidifying their cosmic bond. The historical handshake. China and Pakistan high-fived and sealed the deal with diplomatic ties in 1951. As tensions rise between the US and Pakistan over terrorism, Pakistan is turning to China for support. China is seen as an all-weather friend by Pakistan, especially after the US operation that killed Osama bin Laden. Two countries are strengthening their ties with military, economic and technical collaboration, including the recent launch of Pakistan's advanced satellite PAKSAT-1R by China. China's space technology is becoming a tool to extend its influence in third world countries, offering competitive prices and soft loans for satellite systems and striking deals with nations like Bolivia. China's engagement with Pakistan has been a matter of concern for India for several reasons. We will explore the concerns in order to decode the fact that China is indeed using Pakistan against India for various reasons. First, most important point being the strategic encirclement, where India perceives that China's military and economic presence in Pakistan could lead to strategic encirclement. Now, to understand better what strategic encirclement is, let's imagine you have a group of friends and you are in the center of that group. Now, each friend around you starts moving closer, surrounding you from all sides. They form a circle around you, making it difficult for you to move freely or escape. Similarly, in international relations, strategic encirclement refers to a situation where a country finds itself surrounded by other countries or allies that may be unfriendly or have conflicting interests. This can happen when neighboring countries form alliances or have close relationships with other major powers, which may pose a challenge to the surrounded country's security and influence in the region. For example, country A is surrounded by country B on one side, country C on another side, and then both country B and country C have a strong alliance with country D. Country A might feel encircled strategically. This situation could make country A feel less secure because it perceives a potential threat from multiple directions and its options for diplomatic or military maneuvering may be limited. With China developing strategic ports in the Indian Ocean region, such as Gwadar in Pakistan, there are apprehensions about the potential for a Chinese naval presence close to India's maritime route. There are some major infrastructure projects which may point towards an upcoming typhoon for India. China's involvement in major infrastructure projects in Pakistan like the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) raises concerns for India. The corridor passes through Pakistan-administered Kashmir, a region claimed by India, and this has led to objections from India as it views it as an infringement on its territorial integrity. CPEC is a huge topic to discuss in detail, and we would be soon coming up with a video on the same. You can subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications whenever we come up with a topic as intriguing as this. Now, another important facet of the relationship between China and Pakistan is the nuclear cooperation, which China has been significantly providing to Pakistan's nuclear program. India is wary of China's involvement in strengthening Pakistan's nuclear capabilities, especially considering the historical tensions between India and Pakistan on nuclear issues. The nuclear cooperation between China and Pakistan will execute both positive and negative actions. While it has contributed to strengthening their strategic partnership and providing Pakistan with a credible nuclear deterrent, it has also raised concerns about proliferation and regional stability. The international community closely monitors this cooperation, urging both countries to set responsibly and adhere to non-proliferation norms. The major challenge lies in striking a balance between security considerations and the broader goal of global non-proliferation efforts to ensure peace and stability in South Asia and beyond. Let us now dive deeper into the pros and cons of this nuclear alliance between the two major threats to India. As we all know, this nuclear cooperation has further deepened the strategic partnership between China and Pakistan while strengthening their ties and fostering the mutual trust between the two countries. Not only this, Pakistan is seeing China's nuclear assistance as a means of countering India's nuclear capabilities in order to reignite the burning issue of Kashmir. This nuclear cooperation between China and Pakistan is posing potential threats to India. According to China, this cooperation has helped maintain a strategic balance in South Asia, which both China and Pakistan believe is necessary for stability. The other important concern which raises from this all-weather friendship between China and Pakistan that could be a potential threat to India and its counterparts is the rise in terrorism and cross-border attacks. According to various sources, India accuses Pakistan of supporting and harboring terrorist groups that have carried out attacks on Indian soil and still couldn't plan similar attacks to stir the peace of the nation. China's close ties with Pakistan raise concerns that it may indirectly shield Pakistan from international pressure to take action against terrorist organizations operating from its territory, which may lead to a hazardous global scenario. As China is a permanent member of the UN Security Council, China has the power to veto any decision against Pakistan. By the international community, China's close ties with Pakistan raise concerns that it may indirectly shield Pakistan from international pressure to take action against terrorist organizations operating from its territory. Here we are taking a short break for the sponsor of this video, KKS Capitals. Investing is the road to financial success, and KKS Capitals is the new GPS for your US stocks portfolio management. KKS Capitals doesn't only guide you on your financial journey, but will also help you plan your goals systematically with their personalized investment advisory plan. KKS Capitals holds a lot of positive testimonials to support its fruitful services. To get their services, you just need to visit their website www.kkscapitals.com and fill in the details. Their investment executives will reach out to you in no time and will guide you. Now let's get back to the topic. Who is not aware of the long-standing and ever-existing border disputes between China and India? While having the similar sort of love-hate relationship between India and Pakistan, Pakistan's close relationship with China is adding the complexity to the regional security environment. China's support to Pakistan on territorial issues like Kashmir further strains India-China relations. It's time to talk about the military cooperation. China's supply of advanced military equipment to Pakistan enhances its military capabilities, potentially impacting the military balance in the region. This is particularly concerning for India, which shares a heavily militarized border with Pakistan. While the military relationship between China and Pakistan is not unique in the global context, its implication on the Indian economy. Let us now talk about the military cooperation between China and Pakistan. China's supply of advanced military equipment to Pakistan enhances its military capabilities, potentially impacting the military balance in the region. This is particularly concerning for India, which shares a heavily militarized border with Pakistan. While the military relationship between China and Pakistan is not unique in the global context, its implications on the Indian economy and regional stability should be carefully considered. Geopolitical dynamics in South Asia are complex and interconnected, and India's response to the China-Pakistan military alliance requires a balanced approach that safeguards the economic interests while pursuing diplomatic solutions to regional challenges. To understand in more details about the China-Pakistan military collaboration, we should also know about the military equipment which have been provided to Pakistan by China. China has delivered the first batch of 6 jet and fighter jets to Pakistan in March 2022. Pakistan has ordered 8 Hangar-class submarines from China, which are expected to be delivered before 2028. One of the other most important military equipment is the J-20, and you would be definitely enthralled to know about the J-20 capabilities. The J-20 is like the latest hotshot sports car in the world of fighter jets. Picture this, you are at a high-tech international air show and all eyes turn to the sky as a sleek, mysterious-looking jet glides above. That's the J-20, a pretty important figure in the world of modern aviation. First off, the guy was made to be stealthy. Think of it as the ninja of the skies. Its design minimizes radar detection, which means it can fly into enemy territory without setting off too many alarm bells. It's not entirely invisible to radar, but it's sneaky enough to give it a significant edge in aerial combat. Here is a quick glimpse of what a stealth aircraft can do. During the Kuwait-Iraq War, America's stealth attack aircraft was F-117 Nighthawk. America's stealth attack aircraft was F-117 Nighthawk. F-117 Nighthawk had 1,300 missions and it successfully destroyed 1,600 high-value targets in Iraq without getting a single F-117 Nighthawk shot down. If we talk about the engines, while the J-20's original engines were said to be less advanced, China's been working hard on upgrading them. The goal is to equip the J-20 with engines that can sustain super cruising, which means flying faster than the speed of sound without needing afterburners. In layman's terms, this jet aims to go really swift. If we talk about the avionics and systems, it's packed with advanced avionics, which is like the brain of the aircraft. It's believed to have an AESA radar which can detect and track multiple targets at once. Picture it like having an eagle's eye view of everything happening below, but with a techie twist. If we talk about the armament, as for firepower, this bird is no slouch. It can carry a mix of air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, and even has an internal weapons bay to keep everything stealthy. So while it's playing hide and seek in the sky, it's also ready to strike if needed. If we talk about the range and role, now here is a cool thing. While most stealth fighters are often thought of as strike aircraft, the J-20 seems to have a dual role. It has the legs, full capacity to venture out long distances, suggesting it could be used as an interceptor to take out key enemy assets or even serve as an air superiority fighter. While we have discussed about the J-20 and the capabilities, we can't get deviated. So let's get back to the topic of the day, with China being cunning and utilizing Pakistan in the geopolitical adventure against India. How the influence in regional organizations is going to affect India. China and Pakistan often align their positions in regional and international forums, which could lead to decisions that may not be in India's interest. Let us now talk about the geopolitical rivalry between India and China. India and China have been regional competitors. China's close ties with Pakistan reinforce the perception of a broader geopolitical rivalry between India and China. Whilst we all know the border situations of India-Pakistan, the military collaboration between China and Pakistan, especially in border regions like Gilgit-Baltistan, could raise security concerns for India. Any escalation in security issues may disrupt cross-border trade and affect economic ties between India and its neighboring countries. If we talk about the military aid galore, China is the ultimate gift giver, supplying Pakistan with top-notch military equipment that gives them a real boost. Let's dive into the fascinating world of China and Pakistan's military relationship. It's like a blockbuster movie with all the action and drama you can imagine. So picture this, China is becoming the ultimate military aid galore for Pakistan. They are like the superhero team joining forecast. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, from 2016 to 2020, a whopping 76% of Pakistan's arms imports came from China. That's like a massive shopping spree for military gear. Moreover, it's not just about selling weapons. China and Pakistan have been holding joint military exercises like the Shaheen drill. It's like they are having this incredible boot camp together, strengthening their military bond. Time to know the military equipment supplies from China to Pakistan. Now, you might wonder, what could this mean for India? Well, there are some serious consequences to consider. Arms race and security concerns. With China providing advanced military technology and equipment to Pakistan, it could trigger an arms race in the region. India might feel the need to ramp up its defense capabilities to keep up, which can lead to heightened security concerns and tensions. India has S-400 air defense system from Russia, but during the war in Ukraine, we have seen that the S-400 has lots of faults when it comes to practical application. It has failed to counter the Storm Shadow missiles targeted the bridge between Kherson and Crimea. It also failed to protect certain key command and control centers of Russia in Ukraine. Let's understand how China is helping with military equipment supplies now. Pakistan and China have come up with a new strategy. Richard D. Fisher, a senior fellow at the International Assessment and Strategy Center, in an interview has claimed that China is likely to sell the DF-17 or assist Pakistani HGV like it has supported North Korea's new hypersonic glide vehicle, HGV missile warhead. Hypersonic weapons, which travel at Mach 5 speeds, 5 times the speed of sound, are difficult to track and engage for air defense. Systems like S-400 that both India and China possess. Does this show serious need for India to become an ally of United States in order to gain some power against this military Bermuda Triangle of Pakistan, China, Russia? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Though we have covered the two most important aspects of the scenario, where Pakistan may become a weapon for China against India, there are a lot more to discuss. Let us now focus on the other ways in which China may use Pakistan against India using the military alliance. The regional power play. China's backing of Pakistan in various geopolitical matters, including the Kashmir issue, could shift the regional power dynamics. India might feel like it's facing a tag team, and that can create geopolitical complexities and uncertainty. Infrastructure and connectivity. China's investments in Pakistan, particularly through projects like the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, might alter regional connectivity routes. This could affect India's plans to establish itself as a key player in regional trade and connectivity initiatives. The geopolitical strain. China and Pakistan's close military ties might increase pressure on India from a strategic standpoint. India might feel encircled by its neighbors, which could lead to diplomatic challenges and concerns. So there you have it. The China-Pakistan military alliance is like a double-edged sword, and India is right in the middle of that. While the bond between China and Pakistan is growing stronger, it's essential for all parties involved to find a delicate balance to ensure regional stability and cooperation. Let us now talk about the Pakistan's tightrope walk, the debt trap. It's a time when we dig deep into Pakistan's economics. Let's talk cash. As Pakistan welcomes hefty loans from China, there is a little thing called the debt trap that's got everyone buzzing. Now, it might be interesting to understand the debt trap. Let's imagine you lend money to your friend to help them out, but over time they have trouble paying you back because they owe money to other people too. They keep borrowing more money just to pay back what they owe, and it becomes a cycle that's hard to break. This situation is similar to a debt trap. In simple terms, a debt trap happens when a person, company, or even a whole country borrows a lot of money and struggles to repay it. They might end up borrowing more just to make their existing payment, and this can go on and on, making their financial situation worse. Just like a mouse stuck in a trap, the more they try to get out, the more stuck they become. In international affairs, a debt trap can also refer to a situation where one country lends a lot of money to another country and the borrowing country finds it difficult to pay back. This can lead to the borrowing country becoming heavily dependent on the lending country and might have to make certain compromises or sacrifices to manage its debt. It's like being caught in a situation where you owe so much that you have limited options and might have to give up some of your control or resources to manage your debt. For example, the Hambantota International Port is a deep water port in Hambantota, Sri Lanka, which has been leased to China on a 99-year lease because of the debt trap. Pakistan has been grappling with a mounting debt burden for quite some time now. Over the years, the country has taken loans from various international lenders to finance infrastructure projects, development initiatives, and to manage budget deficits. However, the inability to generate enough revenue to repay these loans has led to a vicious cycle of borrowing more to pay off previous debts. Now you might be wondering how this affects India. A financially unstable Pakistan could divert its resources towards managing its debt crisis instead of focusing on security matters. This might create a security vacuum, potentially leading to an increase in cross-border tensions and activities that could spill over into India. While affecting businesses and livelihood in both sides, in the worst-case scenario, a severe economic crisis in Pakistan could trigger mass migration of people seeking better opportunities and living conditions. This could put immense pressure on India's resources, leading to a potential refugee crisis. Not to mention, the regional stability will be hampered massively. South Asia is already a region with complex political dynamics. An economic collapse in Pakistan could further destabilize the region, affecting the delicate balance of power and potentially escalating conflict. Chinese cash splash. Pakistan's got dollar signs in its eyes, but some folks worry that they might be in a bit over their head. The debt dilemma. As Pakistan's debt to China climbs, there are concerns about how it could affect the decisions and independence. Phew, what a whirlwind. As we bid adieu, it's crystal clear that China's savvy moves with Pakistan have real implications for India's standing and security in South Asia. But hey, this geopolitical ballroom is far from over. There is plenty more twists and turns to come. If you enjoyed this exhilarating journey, make sure to hit that like button and hit subscribe to our channel for more thrilling explorations. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled and your minds open. Peace out. Thank you so much for watching.